Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Utah Utes and the TCU Horned Frogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth might be small, but it is mighty. Seating 46,000 fans, the purple smoke, the engine horn blaring, the Frogs getting going on game day in Fort Worth. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Utes headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So TCU's offense has the ball first today. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break. Sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in, and we just expect it to happen today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip, right? Like, because he just makes these clips that most humans don't make, whether it's one hand, whether it's two hand, whether he's guarded or not. Like, he just has this unbelievable knack of playmaking, and we will see it today at some point in the ballgame.
Timeout called by the Utes. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Back to throw, it's Craig. Gets it out quickly. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Horned Frogs will try to pin them back with the punt. All the way back to the 15. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. So Utah's offense will now get its first chance with the football. One of the games within the game that we've been looking forward to all week. How will he handle this star cornerback on the other side of the ball? A run for the quarterback. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Handoff for Parker. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
And the Utes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. He wants to change this route. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls out completely.
Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Back to pass, it's Craig. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. And the Horned Frogs will hustle to the line.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Grabs it inside the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. They'll run it. It's Payne. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. He wants it all. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. Quick strike through the air for the score.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Wants to throw. It's Dampier. It's complete on the right side. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to throw it over the top of the deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Utes send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll field this one in tight quarters. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got him.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Snags it over the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Payne. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the officials spy that face mask penalty, and the offense gets a 1st down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Horned Frogs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Fires deep on the run. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Horned Frogs will call on their punt team. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Motion from the wideout. They'll run for it. It's Parker. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Back to the ground with the running back. Picks up the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Still down on the field is one of the Utah players. So they picked up that last 1st down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass, it's Dampier. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Brings it down on the right side. And he takes it all the way down to the 26-yard line. They'll stop play here for a moment to have a look at this injured Horned Frog. And the Utes getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. He's got his man. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st, an array of possibilities here. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the 1st quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The run inside. It's Parker. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wide receiver going in motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Spits it out to the back. Touchdown, Utes! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he added the extra point. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Horned Frogs will punt it away on 4th down. catch is made at the 15. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Split backs here. They'll start on the ground with Wayshawn Parker. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
The Utes in a good spot here with second and short. They'll keep it on the ground. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
That's a really good job by this defense because second and short a lot of times, you're thinking pass. You're thinking they're going to try to make that big play because they're set up in a good spot. They did a great job still getting penetration, shutting down the run. Now, third and short time. Probably expecting another run again. Who's going to be the most physical team?
To the air, it's Gampier. And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
He'll try to feel the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pulls it in, it's small. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Horned Frogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He's got it on the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Jukes his way for more. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Horned Frogs in the hurry-up.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Punts it out of the air. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to commute.
Makes the grab, and he will score. Touchdown, TCU.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
Looking for blockers. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll run for it. It's Parker. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our...
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Scoops it up, still a live ball. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
The one thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Utes will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly roll.
Hey, guys, checking in from the TCU sideline. Guys, I can feel the energy here and the chemistry between this quarterback and his star wide receiver. He's already got a...
Snags it, and there's running room. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Effective offense leading the way here in establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. He's got his man, makes the grab. He's got enough for the first down, and he stopped after a pickup of 14, and we've reached a 2-minute timeout. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now on the option. The option, the keeper. Oh, he's got it. Here's a little room there. Got enough for the first. Touchdown, Utah! Great job. Back on the option.
And what execution by the offense. The quarterback making the right decision on the defender quickly. Get it to your running back. And how about the wide receivers and everybody else blocking in space, create an alley so the running back can do the rest and make the huge play for the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field, ready to get going. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. Give to the single back.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Looking to pass. It's Craig. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Horned Frogs want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on first down.
And on the third.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Utah now calls a timeout. They'll have one left. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? And the Horned Frogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From the gun, the running back has it. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Now the Utes take a timeout, and they don't have any more left. The brain trusts getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Got a little grass. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Well, they're able to catch the defense off guard. They're obviously thinking pass. This back is dangerous on first down, second, and third. And he shows you the vision and shows you the speed. I just love how decisive he is. He's getting north right away.
And third down and long, man, everything in you knows it's a pass. Surely they're not going to run the football. But I think what you said is important, having a guy like this that can chew up yards so quickly. Because I'm thinking just make the tackle. No big deal. Force the fourth down. But, man, what a nice play by the running back.
Back to throw, it's Craig. Oh, they're after him. He's sacked. This defense all over him. TCU calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Snap from the gun on third down. Finds his back in the middle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This one will be a 43-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. Let's begin with the West Virginia Mountaineers taking on the Houston Cougars. And it's West Virginia looking for a third straight victory today following that Week 1 defeat. And they're on top right now against another solid team. This outcome today could define each of their seasons. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the American Conference. Now back over to your game inside Amon G. Carter Stadium. What can you say about this playmaking receiver that's not abundantly clear? More than 100 yards in the first half. He's totally taken over this game. His team has the lead, and he's improving his draft stock as we speak. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Amon G. Carter Stadium.
The Horned Frogs will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a score.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some gain pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. It's complete to the left. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. The Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. Caught behind the line. It's Andrews.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
To the air, it's Dampier. Trying to escape and get it himself. Got a first down. Finding some room. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. And the Utes have this offense rolling. They'll run out of the gun here with Parker.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Another nice run to pick up a first down. They've been running it all drive long. They got the defense on their heels. That last one now just puts them on the fringe of the red zone. And guys, we know this is an area of the field where it gets really hard to throw into. So why would you stop running the ball now for the offense?
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. Dead center perfect. Down to a one-possession game, 24-17.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. Looking downfield, it's Craig. Bought a little time, lets it go. Tosses it incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got it on the outside. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, the offense getting a little bit greedy. I think they had an explosive play the play prior, and they decided to try to pile on, throw the ball right away. But the defense was ready for it. What a great job up front, defeating the block and getting...
Looking deep down the right side. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
And now let's see what they come up with on 3rd down after that incompletion. Looking downfield, it's Craig. Extending the play. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Quick release by the QB. Snags it, and he's open. Into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He'll take the deep shot. Grabs it at the 25-inch stride. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. To the ground to try to move the chains. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. The Utes moving quickly to the line. He'll do it himself. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. They'll stop play here for a moment to have a look at this injured Horned Frog. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Under fire. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Utes!
That play-calling menu just gets so much bigger when I got a guy, Jesse, that can do this. Like, he can run the football. Such a weapon. We saw it all throughout this game so far, and you see it once you get closer to that red area, man. You get that +1 advantage having your quarterback that can be a running threat.
And the frustrating part for a defense, too, is that even when you're right, you're wrong. And we've seen on some of these runs today, guys have been in position to make a tackle, but they just can't get him down on the ground. He's got that dynamic running ability. He's a true dual threat. And right now, he's giving this defense all they can handle.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Nice move there. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. To throw, it's Craig. Rushes on him. Got his man. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain its 4th down. And the Horned Frogs will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Just needs a crack to get a return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. Running inside. It's Brake. Breaks into the open. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Utes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. He's got it again. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. The Utes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quarterback making adjustments. Tight end now in motion. To the air on second down. He lets it fly. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. The throw to the outside is complete. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Motion from the back. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bray. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. On the option. He'll toss it. Maybe some room here. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator. Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Utah! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Going downfield for the big play. He's got it way down the field. Just what they needed. Huge explosive play as he takes it to the 33.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time, because again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
The Horned Frogs want to crank the tempo. Off the play fake. Flips it out to the back. Could not make his way to the corner. It'll be third and long. To the air. It's Craig. Bringing the heat. Fires to the big fella. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And the Horned Frogs are moving quick. On the field.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. They got the sack, but there is a man down on the play. Looks as if it's their senior quarterback who's down on the play, and that is a guy they can ill afford to lose. We'll have Holly check on his condition shortly. First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. Wants to fire on second down. Unloads to the wideout. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. They'll start on the ground with Wayshawn Parker. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Gonna run it. It's Bray. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And that's exactly what I would do, too. Why would I not keep throwing that dude the football? I know it was incompletion, but he has had a day. He's been cooking this secondary, and they've tried to find ways to get him the ball because he has been so dynamic today.
Not a lot of room to make this catch. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Looking to throw, it's Craig. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game.
I get it. It's the 4th quarter. It's a tie game. I need to go out and make a play offensively. But I tell you what, I'm going to be on the sideline now after that interception. As a quarterback, I'm like, please, defense, please go out there and bail me out. Give me another opportunity to go take the lead and win this ball game.
You know, they went QB design run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. He couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose a yard.
Handoff, Wayshawn goes left. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays, now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Utes decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's got it. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Makes it past the marker. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Craig. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. Runs through a man. He might have some space. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And this will be for the win. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. The ball is spotted at the 29-yard line. That'll make it a 46-yard field goal attempt for the lead. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. We're getting deep in the game, and this is for the lead. And he got it! A huge field goal, and they've taken the lead in the waning seconds. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is you're going to score. This offense looks like they can be explosive and they can light up the scoreboard. Bad news, though, David, they've got a lot to clean up on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and welcome to college football nowadays, right? This is how it works, a ton of points. Defenses learn as you go, but you got to get better. You got to force some turnovers, create those negative plays. Just can't give up so many points.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye.